So, hi Libra, my name is Chris and this is your reading for October. And you know what, I almost forgot your reading, but here it is. And the center of your Celtic cross is give and take, the Six of Pentacles. So, there will be something will be made even. There's a scale in this card, right? In this depiction of the card, there are only two cards with scales, right? Six of Pentacles, that's here, and the Justice card. So, give and take. If you have received a lot, it's a good idea to give something back. And if you have given a lot, you're getting something. And what are you getting? A lot of fire energy with the Knight of Swords. Storming ahead, being a jolly good fellow, the Knight of Swords. Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, by the way, not swords. Fire energy, passion, storming ahead, being really happy, being really prepared as well. That's the foundation of your reading. So intellectually, you got everything set, right? You got a plan and you're executing that plan. I love it when these two come together. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, right? Because this guy is prepared. And usually this guy is a little bit, jolly good fellow, but a little bit naive and just storming ahead and don't really thinking about the consequences. But if they show up together, you got the best of both worlds. You got a plan. Page of Swords, this guy is prepared, right? And then if you really did your homework and you're really good prepared, there's no danger in storming ahead, right? That's kind of the shadow side of the Knight of Swords, but cancelled out by Page of Swords. Where are you going? There's the King of Pentacles. So it seems like you are receiving a lot. King of Pentacles energy. I mean, do I need to say anything about this card, right? It's wealth, abundance, and prosperity. It's manifestation. It's really owning the Pentacles, Earth energy, right? The universe is giving you something. Maybe you've given a lot in the past. Now it's time to receive. And the King of Pentacles is not just, someone who won the lottery. You worked for this, right? The King of Pentacles has some armor, right? Past energy, the Five of Pentacles. So you have given. That's the past energy. And these are two people walking through the snow in the cold, There's a church window that is illuminated, but, they're outside, they don't belong, It's dark, kind of dark night of the soul energy. So you've been through this. Whether it just happened right now, you might still feel it a little bit because otherwise it wouldn't show up. But the good news is that this chapter is over and the universe is making it even, right? What goes down goes up again. And this is the crown of your reading, King of Pentacles. So forget that, right? You can totally forget that. You did your homework, you're super prepared. You learned a lesson out of this, right? The hard way, probably. Or let's just say the more uncomfortable way. But now all systems go, right? And this energy of all systems go is shining through most of the readings in October, right? The war is over, right? The fight, the dirty fight, the battle is won. Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords is this energy where you think, okay, was that really necessary, right? Five of Pentacles, you're deep in it. That's the past energy. Here you're finally coming out of it. And you might have a moment when you realize, oh, the storm is over, the fight is over, right? You took a beating, maybe. And that's kind of the Five of Swords energy as well. Yeah, but it prepared you. And what did I say? It prepared you, and so the best idea is to be really prepared and learn the lesson from that dirty fight, from that Five of Pentacles chapter in your life. If you overdo it, you're a little hyper vigilant, but I don't see this right now. You're a jolly good fellow with the Knight of Wands, right? And the universe is giving you everything you need to step into this King of Pentacles energy, right? And what did I say? There are 2 cards with scales in the deck. 78 cards, 2 cards have scales in it. That's the 6 of Pentacles, and that's your energy. That's the Justice card. Justice, hey. So maybe that, however uncomfortable it might have been, wasn't in vain, right? It made something, you made something out of it. You got something out of it. Yes, it was a dirty fight, but the dirty fight is over. And now the blessings are coming in. And that's beautiful to see. I'm really happy. And there's the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is, in my book, I say this again and again, but in my book, it's just remembering joy. All this heaviness of the 5 of Pentacles, of the 5 of Swords, you know, is falling off, right? And it's in the outside position. So it's a good idea to not just smell the flowers a little bit, but meeting other people, you know? They are not just bad people in this world. They're good people as well. And yes, you have a decision here to make. You know, do you look backwards into the old conflict, into the not so comfortable, heavy chapter of the 5 of Pentacles? A few things, right, got spilled, right? 5 of Cups energy, that's here as well. So there is a mourning about some losses, right? But the story about the 5 of Cups is, and you got a lot of 5s here. You got the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and now the 5 of Cups. In your hopes and fears or your potentials, there are 3 cups built and 2 cups are still standing. The question is, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the 3 cups that are spilled? Or are you focusing on the 2 cups that are standing? And if you choose to focus, every now and then it's a card of feelings, right? It's not a sword card, it's feelings, right? It's the heart space. So you can't really decide whether you feel sad or not. If you look at the 3 of cups that are spilled, if you really look closely, 2 of them have a red liquid and 1 of them has a bluish greenish liquid. And you know what? 2 cups had wine, 1 cup was poisoned. So good riddance. Thank God somebody spilled those cups, right? So you really didn't lose 3 cups. 1 was poisoned, you lost 2 cups. But sometimes you have to lose 3 cups in order to win the 2 that are still standing and get rid of the poison, right? So if you try to see it like that, you can be strong enough not to take the bait, not to wrestle the lion, not to go back to the memories of whatever went wrong, but you take the here and now as it is, you know, and make the best of it, right? There's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is offering you a new spiritual journey, actually, and happiness and joy, right? 6 of Cups is here. Meet a few new people. You're waking up to your blessings. The Judgment card is clarifying 6 of Pentacles. Now you got Justice and Judgment. So you're really rising up again, right? And 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands, but I think you know exactly where you're going. Yeah, the new beginning, right? So you're rising up. The old chapter is over. The dirty fight is over. And oops, there's the Fool card clarifying the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, the Fool card again, is this jolly good fellow who's kind of a little naive, right? Kind of like the Knight of Wands here, right? But this Fool and the Knight of Wands as well is connected to the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is anything but naive, right? Look at that guy, right? Do you see that? He has a sword drawn and looking into the wind, and the wind in his hair and everything, right? This is a well-prepared, foolish guy. He's not foolish in the sense that he is not prepared. He's foolish in the sense that he has a new beginning, a new objective, and he knows exactly what he wants, right? What do you want? What cup to choose? Well, you take the cup that the Knight of Cups is bringing to you, and that is self-love. Self-forgiveness as well, right? So you can forgive other people, but this is kind of optional, right? Sometimes people just do you wrong, so you don't necessarily... God, it would be super big if you would just forgive, and, but sometimes toxic people use forgiveness as kind of a free pass to just keep doing what they're doing. So you can only forgive if what needs to be forgiven stops. If it's continuing, that's just endorsement, right? Then you're just accepting their behavior. Only if the behavior in question stops, then forgiveness is possible. But you have to forgive yourself, and that is the self-love aspect here. That's the Ace of Cups here. Self-love, self-respect, healthy boundaries, communicating healthy boundaries, right? And whatever brought you into this energy, it's over. That's the good news. Yes, a few things got broken, but a few of these broken things were broken before and you didn't see it. So maybe the universe had to, give you a message the hard way. Sometimes that's how life is. So don't concentrate on that. Love yourself, respect yourself, and forgive yourself, right? For not seeing the poison in that cup that got spilled. You went there for a reason, to get rid of that toxicity that you didn't see, right? You thought it was a good cup, but the cup had to fall. The universe wasn't sure. Is it this cup? Is it that cup? Maybe I just throw away all of them, right? 3 cups. Yeah, you still got 2 cups, right? The universe is a little, difficult sometimes if you haven't noticed. But there's universal love in it. So try to concentrate on that. So you had to go to the 5 of Pentacles, Dark Night of the Soul energy, and look at the clarifier of the 5 of Pentacles. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Because if you would have bought your new chapter in your life upon that poisoned cup, you would have interwoven the poison or the toxic people into your next big chapter of your life. And the universe said, no. These people have to go, and kick them out of your life. 2 cups are still standing, and you had to get rid of a few toxic elements in your life. The World card, clarifying the Justice card, big chapter ending, no surprise here. Yeah, and so there's playfulness in how you relate to the outside world. Playfulness, joy, remembering that it's not all about the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, but life can be good too, right? And coming back to that. And it's clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. You got a lot of knights, by the way. 3 knights. Cups, Wands, Pentacles now. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very practical Virgo approach worker, right? But could you relate to other people through your work? And could you work joyfully? Could you do that? Is that a possibility? Eight of Cups, clarifying the Five of Cups. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Crying about spilled milk forever is just draining your energy. And remember that poisoned cup that fell down. You needed that. And there's the Hangman, clarifying the Strength card. There are things you just can't change. And that's the wisdom that the Knight of Cups brings, clarified by the Hierophant. Underneath that, the Three of Cups, by the way. So it's getting lighter, it's getting easier. And when I see, you got two indications of what to do here. Joyful work, joyful manifestation. You got Cups energy in combination with Pentacles energy. That's definitively how you manifest, how you work, career stuff, manifestation stuff, earthly stuff, right? It's kind of money, business, jobs, work, career stuff, right? Do that joyfully. Find divine, humble pride in it. And you're getting blessings here. Yes, Five of Cups, three were spilled, right? One was poisoned. Leave that behind. There are things you can't change. Hanged Man, right? Don't wrestle with them. This Strength card lady is not wrestling the lion, is not fighting the lion. You're disengaging from the fight. The fight is over. Allow your heart to really get that, to really understand, okay, it's over. There's no more attacks, it's over, okay? So there are things you can't change. And the things you can't change, you have to accept and just shrug your shoulders and say, okay, maybe there's a blessing in this, maybe it's good riddance, and I got enough cups standing here. Archangel Michael, to make something really beautiful and joyful out of it. Okay, the crown of your reading is the King of Pentacles, clarified by my most favorite beloved Ace of Cups, right? Archangel Michael, and you're going to love this. Eternal love and protection. I'm always with you, and in this moment I embrace you with my protective blue light. I loved you before the dawn of time. I will continue to love you forevermore. My love is eternal, it never changes, for we are timeless souls. Together we have journeyed through the ages, we have been the light of the sun and the grass of the fields. Millions of earth years have passed, and yet here we are. The same light still glows in our hearts, and the same grass carpets the fields with green. You have lived countless lives, and I'm always with you, for I'm the sky above you and the endless love inside your heart. I'm a luminous, eternal essence. I'm a sky full of endless love. I'm forever with you, for we are one. And that's what Archangel Michael tells you. And he's telling you that he's eternally loving you, and you're absolutely protected. You were protected all the time, even when you went through this Dark Night of the Soul energy. And you had to try to see it like that, whatever happened, that needed to happen because there was some toxicity that you needed to get rid of. And in order to arrive here, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, manifested, impersonated by the King of Pentacles, and the most important cup ever, self-love, self-respect. And that's all I got, and I hope it resonates with you. If it does, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. Hopefully see you next time. Now die, my friend. Ciao.